8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Big Ace. Oh.
From the gun, it's Murray. Rolling out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line fast.
Coach.
Good for a Cardinals.
2.
First down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes again. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Sit.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Getting out to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Cardinals pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Two.
Throwing from the gun here. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by I'm moving the bricks. You talk about now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene, what is you drew on you and your friends?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Matt Prater's been around a long time. Will get us started here. And off we go from Glendale. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Crowd begins with a pass. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A A sack on the opening snap of the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This pass deflected and caught. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Houston. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. First carry for James Conner. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Omaha. 4 yards on the pickup. That's 1. 2nd and 6. 2.
They'll go right back to Conner. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Working out of the gun, Murray. Open man, left side. He's got it. Down the sideline. And he will go all the way. James Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and, Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
So, Murray and the Cardinals come to the line. They'll try to add 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down, and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down, and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete. Now brings up 4th down. You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
At the Texans' 43-yard line.
Hey.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. This pass is caught by Greg Dortch. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. And even 30 yards. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll run with Connor. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Hey, tempo.
3rd and long.
Hey. Hey, easy, quiver.
From the gun, it's Murray. Got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it here, and it's Connor. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. Again, it'll be Connor. And this time, he's in. James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. So, Murray and the Cardinals come to the line. They'll try to add 2. They'll look to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Kaiser White.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he will score. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Let's see what Murray has planned on this two-point attempt. Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Pierce for the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
On the quick, right?
On 1st down, it's Stroud. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
That's to the right side and incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. That's to the sideline and intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That's caught downfield by McBride. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's Henry To'oTo'o on the tackle. Murray now on 2nd down. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. A throw right side is intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. To throw is Stroud. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. I fumbled the football. The Cardinals have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
On 1st down, it's Murray. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 48-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Connor. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Murray on 3rd down. That'll be taken in by Connor. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So, 3 quarters now in the book.
With the score, Cardinals 22.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He'll try to run for it. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. A huge play on 4th down. 35 yards.
What a decision there to go for it on 4th down. I mean, not bad initially by the defense. There was nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but what they didn't account for, his ability to use his legs, not only to pick up the 1st down, Mike, but to pick up a huge chunk play, and now they're rolling.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. To the goal line and in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. So, Murray and the Cardinals come to the line. They'll try to add 2. Now they'll set up to throw. And And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down,
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
24-yard pickup as they convert on 4th down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Back to throw, Stroud. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now Stroud. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Fairbairn to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans are able to cut into the deficit.
Texans 14.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. That one is complete to McBride. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an arc to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
He'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.